So I don't know if you're following this story, but this guy, Lloyd Austin, who is the United States Secretary of Defense, okay, that's who he is. He calls the shots in the military, this guy. And he's in the Biden administration. He's been in the hospital since last week because of complications from cancer treatment. But he didn't tell anyone in the White House. He didn't even tell the president. He's in the hospital. I take a day off with COVID. It's all over the place.
We get fake COVID and it's all over the place.
That's right. So now Republicans are outraged about it. Okay, watch.
We're thankful that nothing so serious occurred during this incapacity of the secretary.
This breakdown in command and this breakdown in communication, it threatened our country's safety.
For him to be unable to execute his duties and not tell the National Security Council or the president, I mean, you just can't even make this stuff up. I mean, who would even think that you shouldn't do that?
Okay, so Lloyd Austin admitted he could have done a better job telling the public, and he'll commit to doing better going forward. But does it scare you that in the middle of all this, our military just waged a massive bomb attack on Yemen?
And he made that order from his hospital bed.
From the bed.
Look, men are very antsy when it comes to their prostate. You've had it in your family. I've had it in my family.
They're antsy when it comes to
yes,
their prostate.
because they equate it to their masculinity.
Yeah. Yes.
And so for men have an issue. There's a stigma around the prostate issue. That is what it is.
Oh.
I have gone through this in my family. I can tell you, my husband had one. It's 1 day of being hospitalized, about a week of recovery, and then he is completely functional in every aspect. I know. And it's very important that we destigmatize this. Africa, I hope that he screwed up. Lloyd Austin screwed up.
So you think that's the reason he didn't tell anybody?
Yes, I do. But I don't know what the reason is, but I know this. Going forward, he should use his platform like Sarah Seidner on CNN, like Strahan's daughter yesterday, Isabella, to educate particularly black men on the incidence and mortality rate of prostate cancer. With African American men, let me just say this because I think it's important. African American men have a 60% higher incidence of prostate cancer, and it goes untreated and undiagnosed.
It is an important point. I do think, though, yes, there is a stunning lack of transparency here, though. Absolutely. I was the Pentagon press secretary. There was never a time I didn't physically know where the Secretary of Defense was. And this is happening, by the way, he oversees 1.3 million active duty U.S. troops deployed in over 100 countries across the world. During this time, since October 17th, actually, I should say, there have been 130 strikes on U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria. Most people forget we still have U.S. troops in Iraq and Syria. Yeah. There's a war waging between Israel and Hamas. Right. Ukraine is at war with Russia. The fact that he was not available to take a 3 a.m. call, which every Secretary of Defense has had to do at some time, that is stunning to me. I would be so angry if I were Jake Sullivan or if I were the president.
Well, don't you think the Democrats? Why aren't the Democrats mad?
Democrats are mad. The first person to call for his resignation is the Democrat. Let me just finish real quickly. So he's a 4-star general that served over 40 years in the military. Rank, chain of command is very clear to him. Yeah. He absolutely messed up with this. Yeah. There's no excuse around it. As a production coordinator, I told my boss when I had to pee. This is a direct report to the President of the United States.
TMI.
And if I'm not mistaken, you told me he's the civilian representative.
Yes, the civilian leader of the Pentagon.
But I just want to say this with my legal hat on. Legally, he did not have to disclose his medical records as HIPAA laws, which protect patient health info without the patient's consent or knowledge. However, this is just a common sense.
As Lloyd Austin, who is the head of security for defense, he has been in the military for 40 years. So he became sick with cancer, prostate cancer, but he did not tell no one in the White House. He didn't tell the president, no one around him, and they was only discovered that he was in the hospital without telling no one. So the women in the view they have different version. According to them, especially as a black man, is your ego. 60% of the black men suffer from prostate, and sometimes they look like it's shameful. Their masculine have gone. They cannot more do what they had to do. For some reason, it brings down their ego, and they don't even want to take themselves to the hospital. So for him to have gone to the hospital and he was hospitalized, He's still on duty. No one knows. He made some decision in his hospital's bed without even telling those that he was walking around. So according to the women of the View, he's very wrong for that. Some of them say he's wrong. Some of them trying to defend him that they have had it in their family with other men. They too behave the way he's behaving. Normally for men, it's like their ego is being put down. It's like their whole being as a man they demoralized. Mentally they are being affected, so they will keep it to themselves. But actually that is not a real. Some of them say that that is not a fact. That was not right for him to behave the way he behaved. He could have told somebody. Hope is that even him, if he wants to go for any break, everybody knows. Joy Behar say if he has COVID, then everybody already knows. The other people say that if they want to go and pee, they use the restroom, their bosses will know that they have gone to the restroom. So why will this one go to the hospital? It's such a great sickness, cancer, and hidden from everyone, even from the president, the whole member in the housewife, in the White House. No one knew he was sick. So basically, to some of them, he should resign or he should be moved out from power. But basically, some of the advice that he could use his platform like an educative way of advising black men, especially that having prostate does not mean your manhood have been. You're no more a man. You will still be treated and you still function again as a man, and that does not make you less than a human being. That make you, it's just a sickness, any other sickness that can be treated, and it's better for them to go to the hospital early, because some of them will stay until it is stage 4 that they are dying. That's when they'll go to the hospital. So she could use his voice and advise other people, other men like him, that if you have prostate like the way he did, rush and go to the hospital and don't be ashamed. You can also tell people that you're working with that you're sick of it, and that is nothing to be ashamed of, which he was ashamed of it, and that is what they are suspecting, that he was being ashamed of it, and which is wrong for him to do that. So basically, what do you think? After working in the military for 4 years, he knows better that he's wrong. So basically, what do you think? Do you think Lloyd Austin is wrong as a security of defense head not to have told no one in the White House that he's sick of prostate and was being hospitalized? Or do you think that because his manhood, his ego have been demoralized, mentally he's being affected, that's why he did not say it? What do you really think? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.